everybody. How y'all doing today? You have to excuse me. I think I'm trying to come down with a cold. Anyhow, this is Ladybug. Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, we're going to try to work on this autumn gnome. Now, I'm right in this area, and so there's a lot of confetti right here, as you can see. But this is what we're going to work on. I was working on um, the Last Supper yesterday, and then I figured I'd work on it again this morning a little bit. But we're gonna work on this one instead. What we're working on is we got the A's, which is 741. Okay, that's this one. If you can see it, there we go. There it is. It's kind of an orange color, and I'm gonna tilt you down just a little bit. There. So anyway, that's what we're working on. I hope everybody is having a great day. It's still a little chilly out. Um, it's 39 degrees, but the sun is shining. The only downside is that the wind is blowing really hard. And so my daughter went out earlier to clean out her car, in preparations for this week's work, going to it from work. And about got blown down the street because of the wind. But plus, she was out there with Dottie, letting Dottie do a bunch of running in the yard because Dottie is an animal that has to have a lot of run time. So she was out there cleaning her car out and letting Dottie get some of that running out. She goes out there and she ends up with the zoomies. It's funny how my daughter, she takes and she chases Dottie with a plastic shopping bag. She chases her with one of those and it just gets her going good. And anyhow, so anything that rattles or squeaks, Dottie just loves. Oops, I keep moving my painting. Anyhow, so I put this one on a back burner for a little while, but I'm trying to catch up with ones that I need to finish. So we'll be bouncing around from painting to painting, I think, for a while until we get some of these caught up. I think, yeah. Let's see. What I've done is the A's are all scattered all over the place. And so we're having to kind of move around on the canvas until we get them all, kind of thing. But I hope everyone had a good weekend. It wasn't too bad here. It was pretty quiet though. But it was, the weather wasn't bad. The weather was pretty good. So, yeah, in my last video, I said that my grandson got my new chair put together, and I'm sitting on it. Oh, it's an improvement, believe me. It's definitely an improvement over that dining room chair, believe me. And so what else is going on? Can't think of anything right offhand. So I don't have a lot to talk about. So I'm just going to kind of chatter a little bit. So, but yeah, grab your painting or your cross stitch or whatever, or embroidery or whatever you're doing, and join me for 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, that'll be fun. You just spend a little time. Yeah, I just got done watching Mid Southern Belle. She had a Amazon haul. She did. She showed some sticker books, and she showed a coloring book, and then she showed some other things, some other diamond painting stuff. And so you need to go check her out and see what she got from Amazon. You know. And then I watched Star. She got a haul that she did, and it was a dollar store and a Walmart stuff from Walmart. And but anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna try to get out. I can't promise, but I am gonna try to get out maybe next weekend, maybe get out and go shopping. And I may take y'all with me and get do a video while I'm out shopping. Yeah. So anyhow, let's see. I think I've got all the A's that I can reach. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's put this one away and get another one. But it's kind of quiet today. My daughter is doing her laundry. Get over there. Getting ready to go to work because, what is it, 1:30? So, yeah, I should be leaving here in about an hour. So, let's see. What do we want to do? We're going to do some teas, I think. Number 22, which is 3. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Unfortunately, they do have, because it is a live, but unfortunately, they do have commercials. So, anyhow, what was the number? Let's see. 3776. 3776. There we go. It's another, that's like a burnt orange. So, anyhow, so, but like I said, this one does, excuse me, it does have a lot of confetti in this area. So, okay. All right, hang on. There it is. I gotta get some wax. Sorry about that. And but yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of working on the diamond paintings. Been working on the cross stitch that I do. So, yeah, I've been working on that cross stitch with the butterfly. I'll have to make another video and show you how far I've gotten on it. And that kind of good stuff, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I'd take a break from the square drills and do something with rounds for a change. Yeah. I may pull out a lot of my stuff that I've been working on it that I need to work on and just show you what I've got, you know, pending, shall we say. Kind of a bunch of whips and stuff I need to get done. Yeah. Yeah. But this is a cute little old painting. I like it. I call it the Autumn Gnome. That's what I call it. Yeah. It's got a lot of the autumn colors that I love. I love autumn with all the colors and oranges and yellows and golds. I love those colors. Yeah. When I used to live in Florida, right, basically we only had two seasons. Yeah, if you really stop and think about it. We had winter and summer, you know, because the spring was so short that it was almost non-existent, if you know what I mean. So we didn't have the changing of the seasons like we do up here in Georgia, you know. In Florida, it was you would have the winter, which you know would cause some of the trees to shed, but you know, and then you had a real short spring, and then you had the heat of the summer. So, you know, we didn't have four seasons like they do up here. And I like it where we have the seasons. I like the changing of the seasons. Yeah. Yeah, I woke up this morning and had to take a breathing treatment first thing because I was having so much difficulty breathing this morning. So, I don't know. I have good days and bad days, you know. And today just happens to be one of the one of the bad days. Yeah. Yeah, last time I went to the doctor, all right, and he was checking. This was a different doctor, and I got. He's a pretty good doctor, from what I can tell. And he checked my heart and told me that I had a bit of a heart murmur, which I had never known. I didn't know that. He said, "Oh yeah, you gotta." He says, it's not severe. It's just he says you got a little bit of a heart murmur. So, oh, okay. Well, see, the last time I went to the doctor, they don't tell you that. So they told me something new. Then, after they did their tests, their blood tests and stuff, checking my diabetes, I'm technically, what you could call it? I'm a diabetic, but I'm borderline, I guess you could call it, because my was it the A1Cs? I think they call it. Was like 6.1, and to be, you know, a full-fledged diabetic, I think it has to be a 6.4, I think. So I'm technically kind of like a borderline, which is that's fine by me. I don't mind. You know, I still take my meds. Still have to take my medicine though. Yeah. But every time I've gone in there for the last couple of times, my blood pressure has been good. My blood sugar levels are good. Um, Everything seems to be, okay. So that's a good thing. I don't see any more T's. I was looking, I don't see any more. Oh, there's one right there. I think that's it. Okay, get rid of those. That's a T that got knocked over there. All right, let's go for the next color. I think we're going to do number 8 because there's a lot of those. Yeah. All right, let's go there. Number 8 is 721. 720. I've got these set up. There it is. Set up for the DMC numbers instead of, 1 through 25. I've got it under the DMC numbers. Yeah. Makes it easier to put them away. Yeah. There we go. So, and so, unfortunately, it is Monday, and a lot of folks are having to go to work, that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, my daughter put a chicken turkey breast in the Instapot. So she's made a turkey breast. And then I've got a salad from the other night I was going to eat. I was going to have it with a, yeah, right. My mind just went blank. With a meatball sub. And I got the sub filled me up. I couldn't eat it, so I'm going to have that. I'm going to have the salad tonight. I think I'll take some of that turkey meat and chicken breast, turkey breast, and add it to, chop it up and add it to the salad, and maybe make myself a roll or something. And that's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. I'm going to have a big green salad. It's going to have some turkey meat and cheese and some boiled, grated boiled egg. It's going to be good. I'm going to put all the fixings in it. And me a big salad for dinner, and then have get over here. Get over there. There we go. And so I'm gonna have a salad for dinner tonight, I think. I'm not that big of a eater, and I don't like eating a lot of heavy food, you know. So we're just gonna have a salad for dinner tonight. Yeah. We're getting there a little at a time. Yeah. Okay, I got a bunch of 8s right in here too. So we're just gonna keep going until we get it done. Yeah. Yeah, I try to watch my YouTube channels while I'm working on a diamond painting or cross stitch. But I am slowly trying to catch up on all of the channels that I've been trying to watch. So I'm kind of binge watching. Whereas I put it on where you click on the thing and it says to play all after I go to the channel. And that's how I've been doing it, trying to catch up with all the ones that I've missed. So I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that. Let's see, any more? Yep. Like I said, there's quite a few of them. They're scattered out, but there's quite a few of them. Are you able to see where I'm at? Yeah, there we go. Because I'm moving all over the canvas. So, yeah. Come on now. And, but yeah, I've got a bunch of whips that I need to take and work on them one by one, work on them until I get them all done. Unfortunately, I get busy doing other stuff and I put them away or set them aside and then I forget about them for a while till I start looking for something, and then all of a sudden I say, oh, look at this, where that is. I really need to work on that. That kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, like that purple dragon that I've got. I started that over a year ago, and I'm still working on it. So, let's see. Go over on this side here, like so. And I need some more wax. It's not picking up. And so anyhow, yeah, I may dig them out and show them to you before I end this video. You see the widths that I've got that I'm trying to work on, and that's just the ones that are open and under the under the desk waiting. You know, that's not including all the ones I've got rolled up and up on the shelf. So. Any more? Nope, I don't see any more right there. But so I just may do that and show you all the whips I've got going. Because I got a lot of them. Yeah. Yeah, that the Last Supper had a lot of confetti in it too. Yeah, the section I'm working on, it's like the sleeve of one of the people sitting at the table, and it continuously changing colors. Just then, that's just on the sleeve. Yeah. So oh well, it's going to be a beautiful painting when it's done, but it's going to take a while to get to that point. You know. Yeah, I got up this morning and I was so stopped up, it was unreal. So that's why I think I'm trying to come down with a cold, which is not surprising with this constant change in weather. You know, you'll have where it's, mild, it's not too bad, and then it'll drop from that to really, really cold, and then it'll go from that back up to 65, 70 degrees or whatever. And then, so it's just constant up and down with the temperature. And I think that's what makes everybody sick, to be honest with you. It's just constant change in weather. Yeah. Let's see, do we have any more eights? Yep, there's some bunch of them right over here. And okay, come on. Sometimes it just doesn't want to pick up. Yeah. There we go. Where did you go? Okay. But anyhow, I hope everybody else is making good progress on their projects and getting stuff done. I am unfortunately am a great starter, but I hardly ever get any finishes. Once in a while, but not like everybody else, boy. So I need to, stay on one particular project and stick with it until it's completely done. You know, unfortunately, I like to, I like change. You know, I get bored if real quick if I'm on the same, doing the same project over and over and over. You know, but in order to get it done, you got to do that. So that's why on my videos, I'm trying to change out and do different projects, um, and whatnot, and that way you're not watching the same old uh, painting or cross stitch, that I've been working on for months. you know. So, but yeah, I've got a bunch of them I want to get finished. You know, and that way I can seal them and get them hung up or put in a book or something. Yeah. I think I got them all. I think. It looks like it. Like I said, they're scattered all over the place. All right. I've got all of them that I can reach. That I don't have to reach all the way across to the other side of the canvas. So, put that away. There we go. Oh, get down. There we go. Put that away. Alrighty. What's the next one? 720. That's right. Yeah. Number 7. Another orange one. Hang on. I need to get me a sip of coffee. Yeah, I made myself a cup of coffee this morning instead of tea. So, number 7. Is it? Hmm. And so, yeah, I'm thinking I haven't been out of the house in quite a while. And so, what I was thinking is maybe try to go on a shopping trip. Maybe go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or someplace like that. Take my camera with me, my phone, and do a video while I'm out doing my thing, and then when I get home, I can upload it uh, onto YouTube. Yeah. And that's what I was thinking about doing this maybe this coming weekend. Yeah. As long as my daughter doesn't have to work. Yeah, she's my taxi, what can I say? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a lot of times I just don't like going out. I don't like being around a lot of people. Oh, come on. And I don't know why. It's just I got where I just don't care to go out. You know, I don't care much for crowds, you know. And every time you go into Walmart or any place like that, it's always crowded here lately. I think that's why I've been using the delivery more so than actually going out and getting my groceries and my shopping done. I just let them do it and just deliver it at my door, kind of thing. Yeah, get over there. It's not wanting to stay put. There we go. And so anyway, so once we get this done, be one less that I have got to do. So I may stick with this one for the day and just work on it on and off all day and possibly into tonight and see if I can get her done. You know, if I do, then this will be my very first finish for this year. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I watched that crazy movie, Medea's Family Funeral or something. That was insane. That was an insane movie. But I like Medea's movies. Yeah. Mm. We tease my daughter about being a white Medea because she reminds me of Medea. The only problem is my daughter is white instead of black. And so we always call her the white Medea. Uh, because my daughter does not have a mouth filter at all. You know, if she thinks it, she says it, kind of thing. So if you want to ask her anything and you can't handle the truth, don't ask her because she will tell you the bald-faced truth. Okay? uh, that's just her nature. I used to be painfully honest like that as well, but I've toned mine down considerably compared to what it was a few years back. That was one of my trademarks, shall we say. I remember a friend of mine was helping me to get a job, and he was going to recommend me for this particular job. And the boss, the guy was talking to, him, said, "Well, what do you know about it? What kind of person is she? Blah blah blah." And this friend of mine, Tom, he turns around and he says, she's very very honest. He says, she's straightforward. She's very honest. He said the problem is that she's at times can be painfully honest. He says, that's what he was saying. And I said, okay. And the guy that I used to work for, his name was Rourke. He found that out very, very quickly that, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to tell you things that ain't true. And like Tom told him, he said, if you can't handle the truth, then don't ask her. I said, okay, well, I don't know. That's just the way I've been. You see, I'm pretty much what you see is what you get kind of thing. That's the kind of person I am. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie for you. And so I don't, so like my daughter says, you either love me or you hate me, one or the, one or the other kind of thing. But it is what it is. All righty, how we got here? 41 minutes? Okay. We might be getting able to let's get these twos that are right in here. How about that? And then we will call it for this video. How about that? Down. And get that over there. Number 2 is what? 349. 310, 349 right there. It's real bright red. There you go. And so anyway. But yeah, I've been like that all my life. I just, I tell you like it is. And if somebody asks me something and I really don't want to tell you the truth, but I don't want to lie to you either, then I'll just kind of look at you and say, you really don't want to go there. Believe me, you don't want to go there, kind of thing, And so when I do that, they understand. Says, oh, okay, now never mind. And so, yeah, that's the extent of my diplomacy, Yeah. But now my two brothers, okay, they're pretty diplomatic. I mean, they're kind of cautious as to what they say. When somebody asks them something, they're a little on the cautious side. Me, you know, if I don't want to hurt your feelings, I will do what I can not to say anything. But if you keep pushing and you keep asking, then you're going to get a painfully honest answer. And it might not be what you want to hear, but, oh, come on, get off of there. Got this little piece of wax that's sticking out. And, but that's kind of my personality. And some people can handle it and some people can't, Well, we're just about done with these number 2s. Well, almost. Oh, come on. Let's see. Any more? Got number 3s. Up there's a number 2. All right. All right. Oh, there it is. Let's say, all right, well, now where'd you go? Okay, I don't think I got another one way over here. Right there. And I think that's it on the number 2s. Yeah, because I don't see any more. I got some fill-ins I need to do in here, but Oh, there's a couple more I found. There's one right there. And right there. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. We did a little bit. Got a little bit done. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna call it quits for on the video because it's right at 45 minutes, and I try to keep it between 45 to an hour. So we'll just call it for the day, and I'll go get some late lunch, and we will probably catch you later. But no, I wanted to show you some stuff before I quit, okay? So hang on. Get this out of the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of my whips that I have yet to complete. Got this one. I don't know if you can see that or not. How about that? There we go. I got this one. This is a little dragon. I ran out of these white drills, and so I'm waiting on some of those to come in. And then, yeah, I've got this one that I didn't finish. This is the Christmas, red Christmas barn. Okay, I haven't finished that one yet. So I'm still working on that one. Okay. And then this one, I know you can't see it very well, but this is the leopard. I don't know if you can see that or not. Nah. But anyway, I got a ways to go. I'm coming into here. See there's his nose right there. And I'm coming into all of the confetti around his face. And so that's that one. Hold on, I'm not done yet. Okay, hold on. Then I've got the angel, which I've been working on. Right? And hold on, let me flip this around. This is kind of what she looks like. And I've got all of this. I got a little bit right in here to finish on this square. And then I'm good on that. Okay. And then I've got the lavender field. Okay. Which I got a lot of confetti in this one, as you can see. But I'm still working on that one. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh. We got Mary. I don't know if you can see her or not, but anyway, there's Mary. And I'm right in this area right in here. Okay, hold on. Tilt this a little bit. There we go. But this is all roses, and like I said, it's a lot of confetti. But just about everything I've got here lately has got lots of confetti. Okay, hold on. And then there's this one. This one is the Last Supper. And this is where I'm working. It's right over here. And this is the sleeve of one of the guys that is sitting at the table. And this is a square drill. And so you can see it's got a lot of confetti all in there. So it's time consuming, to say the least. But it's going to be beautiful when it's done. I'll be glad when it's done and I can seal it and hang it up. It'll be beautiful. Okay. Let's see, what else have I got under there? Oh, look at that. I do have a completion. This one here is done. I finished this one. All I have to do is seal it. But this one is at Flowers and Forest. But it really didn't turn out as nice as I thought it would. It looks better on the camera than it does in person. But it's got some really shiny drills. But that's a completion. That's the one and only completion I did this last month. But that's what I've got for diamond paintings. And then, hold on. I don't know if you can see this or not. But this is the butterfly that I'm working on. And I'm working on right in around here, this yellow area. It's all the way around. And now I'm up in this area up in here. And I'm working on the blue here, right around here. So you're starting to actually see the butterfly, but you can see it better when I flip it over. You can see how much has gotten done. All right, so I've been working on that, and then the other one that I've been working on is this one. If I can get it out of there. This one, I know you can't really see what it is, but you can see I've been working on it. And when you flip it over, it's like so. And what it is this, I call it stacked cats. And this is what it looks like. Let's see if I can get, oh, there you go. Can you see that? There we go. That's what I call the stacked cats. All right, and this was sent to me by Miss Southern Belle. I've been working on that one too. So what else have I worked on? Nope. Yeah, I worked on the cardinal. Oop. And I've worked on this one for a little while. I don't have it in a thing. But this is a cardinal. I don't know if I've got a picture of that or not. Do I? Yes, I do. Here we go. I worked on that one. Okay, the real pretty cardinal. And that's an 11 count, but it's a 30 by 30. And so as you can see, I got quite a bit of whips out there. And it's not just diamond paintings. So anyway. And then, so that's what I've been working on. Put this up here for now. So that's what we've been working on, keeping busy. And eventually I will get more completions eventually. But anyway, so y'all have a good day. Enjoy the sunshine. It's going to be beautiful. And hopefully the temperature will come up a little bit more. But it is what it is, right? So God bless you. God keep you. Love one another as Jesus loves you. And we will catch you on the next one, all right? All right, bye-bye. God bless you.